staring at me. You are literally 19, trying to pick fights with someone who's 17. Do I have to remind you that you were supposed to been got a high? Yo, what's up, Prestige family? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? We back with another reaction video. I'm dropping a new album, Drowning in Yellow. Dropping a new single. Well, I dropped the single June 5th, so check that out. It's on Spotify, on my Melon Juice account, so my producer of the album's account, my cousin. It's on SoundCloud, my SoundCloud, Audio Math, YouTube. Check it out. Get Dear Jack's music video to 100 views at least before August. And then the next single is gonna drop July 4th for the album. Like I said, the album is not revealed yet, just the title, Johnny in Yellow. So yes, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna drop July 4th, my new single. So now I'm gonna be reacting to, Nick Jones video. I ain't gonna lie, I had to re-record this because we had technical difficulties. I had to re-say everything again. But I haven't gotten too far, but I'll just re-record. It doesn't even matter. So it's Snoop Dogg is preaching Jesus while promoting sin. The Bible warned this would happen. This is his channel if you want to check it out. So without further ado, I'm about to start my screen recording. All right, continue. Hold on real quick. All right, 3, 2, 1, and play.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. It's your boy. Well, maybe I'm not your boy no more because I ain't been here for a minute. It's been like 2 weeks. Maybe y'all forgot about me. Maybe I'm old news. But guess what's not old news? Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the good news of Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something that will never pass away. Jesus Christ. That's who. That's who. Anywho, I had a baby. Well, I didn't have a baby.
And I'm just gonna keep it straight. Like, as I was watching this, he's also gonna say how Snoop Dogg recently released a gospel album. I did not know that. I'm gonna check that out. And also, I think in 2024, I dropped a gospel album. So go to my playlist on like my music and stuff, or go to my SoundCloud account. That's gonna be linked under my YouTube profile, whatever. And at 2024, so my album of 2024, I have released a gospel album. So yeah.
I'm not a birthing person. In fact, there's no such thing as birthing persons. It's just women who have babies. That's it. My wife had a baby. I just had to clarify that just to make sure. If this is the first time you watching one of my videos, you trying to figure out where does he stand? I stand with God. Specifically Jesus Christ. I don't stand with they, them. I'm praying for they, them. I'm praying that they and them come to Christ. But I stand with God. So I just got to make that very clear. Anywho, my wife had a baby. Our fourth. Y'all understand something? You know, the biggest I always say this. Because, I have friends who don't have kids yet. But, they finna have kids. And, I say the biggest adjustment is from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. From having no kids and living that lifestyle to having one is the biggest adjustment. Now, after having our fourth child, I'm starting to think that the biggest adjustment is from 3 to 4.
2 is too many.
A lot of kids. And, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. But it's a lesson at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're getting adjusted to that. So I took some time off to get adjusted to that. It's currently 10:50 at night. So I think, and this is just we finna get to a video. For those of you who don't, you probably don't care, but I just want to update the people, the folk in them who care. You know what I'm saying? Folk in them. I didn't say nothing explicit. I said folk in them, like people in them. For those who care, I'm just giving y'all an update. But we are going to watch this video.
Real quick, yeah, I was trying not to talk because, like I said, I have to re-record it, and I'm only going to record for 5 more minutes. And like I said, if y'all want to check the rest out, here you go. Here's the channel. But we trying to get to the main topic, so yeah.
Dogg. He just put out a gospel album, and he also preached.
Which I did not know.
And we're going to watch a little bit of his preaching.
Re-record.
He preached on Mother's Day, so we're going to watch that as well. But where was I at? Oh, it's 10:50 at night. So I think I'm going to have to like reschedule my day and record a lot of these videos at night. So if you hear me talking in like a more controlled, calm, toned down type of delivery, is because it's almost 11 o'clock at night and my son's bedroom is right above my office. So, you know, I might not be able to get as loud and as hyped as I used to. Or maybe I will, and I'll just deal with it in the morning time. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anywho, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Shout out to Snoop. Snoop Dogg, he put out his second gospel album. It's titled Altar Call.
I didn't even know he made the first one. So this was his second one. So he made 2 gospel albums. Good to know.
Songs. It's cool. I mean, it's cool. I listened to a couple of the songs. I do have an issue. I have problems. I have concerns. And I want to talk about those problems and I want to talk about those concerns. All right? I do. But he put out this album, I believe, on Mother's Day as a tribute to his mother, because his mother is the one who got him and his siblings into the church and introduced him to God. And, you know, he's given his mom her flowers. His mom passed away, and, you know, he's given her her flowers. And I respect that a lot. And I you know, on a serious note, I really do. I respect the way that he talks about his mom. I respect the way that, at least in what I've seen in these interviews and whatnot, and in the sermon that we're about to watch, I respect the way that he speaks so highly of his mother. I do. But I do have some concerns. Now, I'm going to play this interview right here. This is Snoop Dogg talking about this new gospel album that he dropped under Death Row Records. So for those of you who do not know, or maybe you forgot, or maybe you just have no clue. Death Row Records is like iconic record label. I think it used to be run by Suge Knight. But then, you know, Suge Knight, that's a wild boy. You know, he got in some stuff and he in prison. And one thing led to another. Snoop Dogg ended up taking over Death Row. I don't know the exact arrangement, but I think he owns Death Row. So now he's putting out a bunch of music and a bunch of albums. He's signing a lot of artists under Death Row. And he's signing, obviously, rappers, right? But in a surprising turn of events, he's signing gospel artists to Death Row Records, which is very, very interesting. Now, this is his second gospel album that he has put out. So, I just want to put that out.
Try not to pause so you can just play already.
This is the second gospel album.
That's why I'm being really quiet.
But just from a business standpoint, the genre of Christian music, however you want to define it or classify it, Christian rap, Christian R&B, worship, gospel, whatever label you want to put on it, it's never been bigger than it is today. And I speculate that the reason for that is because there's so much darkness. And it's only getting more and more abundantly clear how dark this world is. I think it's because we have so many ways to expose the darkness through social media, through the internet. It's like as soon as something wild and dark and demonic happens, we instantly know about it. And I think over time, people are just getting worn out.
I guess that's going to have to be the message. I didn't even get to... I'm going to have to watch this on my own time. And I have other stuff to do. And you already know the tradition on this channel. So sorry. Like I said, I already said where to check it out on my I mean, you know, if you want to watch the video with no interruptions, put a crown on that like button. Listen to my music. Lots of more music is coming soon, and I love you guys, but God loves you guys more. PDW out.
What a bad kid. I ended up in a straight jacket. In life, I guess I don't fit. Treating me like a worth. This in the face, I just got